Hello everyone, today we are going to implement this blood particle using Niagara particle system from scratch. So we will be using this particle for our character. Here is the preview. When the character get hit, this blood particle, this is for the particle that we are going to implement. Right, let's see how to do that today. So we already have a particle effect. When I get shot, you can see blood is emitting from the body, from the hit location. But I am not quite happy with the way this blood looks, so I am going to create a new blood particle system using Niagara. Alright, so first, this is where I have implemented this gun impact particle. So this is from a pack. First, I have downloaded this image. So I'm going to use this texture and some other particles with to create the module. Create the particle module. So let me save this as a PNG. Blood PNG, and I'll create a new Niagara particle system. From selected emitters, I'll use this directional burst as the template, and let's name this image blood. Right, now this is what we got. I don't think I need velocity, and also I don't need any gravity. So this is what we get. Few particles are bursted, so let's reduce this to something like 4, and as the particle, let me increase the size as well. Random uniform 8 to 10. No, 15 to 20. Okay. Velocity align, I'll disable that and make it face the camera, and I'll disable this scale sprite size by speed mode. Okay, so this is what we get. So I'll import that texture. Blood pool, embed decal. Let me rename this to blood. And import that texture. Blood PNG. Okay, so let's create a simple material with this blood bright. No, and black. Okay, so I'll change the blend mode to translucent and connect opacity like this. Okay, this doesn't have any normal map, so let me generate a normal map with this normal map online tool. Import this Okay, looks good enough. Let's download. Right, let me import that normal map also here. I named it blood N. Oh, we don't have a normal map input after making this translucent, but here under lighting mode, if we change this to volumetric directional, I can get the normal map. Also, it would be better if we have some other fluid or reflective property to this as well. So right, here we have, and let's promote metallic 2.8, specular also 0.8, roughness 0.1. Right, I think it's too reflective, see, so maybe no, still too much. Specular, let's reduce to 0.4. Right, this setting seems good. Roughness 0.5, specular 0.4, metallic 0.8. Let's see this in a plane, because we are rendering this like planes in the particle limiter. Okay, alright, and also this is red. If we need to get properties like transparency or colors from the particle settings, we have to use particle color. Let's get one of the channels, multiply it with particle color and use it as the base color, and connect opacity multiplied with the alpha value from the texture and put it as the opacity, so that we can get the properties from the color settings of the particle as well. Right, now this is what we have. Right, so let's apply this, and here in the NS blood under sprite renderer, I'll use blood, or this one. Still compiling, I think. Right, now we got it. Let's set the color to red. But if we make it a bit more messy, okay, so we get like 5 sprites, all seems to be in the same size. Can we set this rotation mode to random? Okay, right, but since if I stop this here, it would only look better if this part stays in the center of the emitter, otherwise it looks like a mess. So is there a way to keep it in the about this one, x1 y1, right? Seems like that can do the trick. x.8 y.8, right? But and here we only have 4. Let's make this random, range int something like 3 to 8. Okay, so this should appear and disappear pretty quickly, and also it should enlarge when they appears. So to do that, we already have this scale color, and that seems fine. What's the lifetime we have? And scale, I think lifetime 0.8. Let's reduce this 0.5 to 0.6. Because this should appear suddenly, and on top of this we need to add some more particles that actually have physics, like get spawned, get shot away from the wound and fall down. This is only for visuals to make it more visible. Size like 40 to 60. Okay, and scale it. Let's add scale, sprite, size. So let's add a curve, electrically from curve. Right. Oh, yeah, it's easier to change. Initially this should be 0. And in the middle, or when it gets closer to the end, it should become 1. So 1. Let's make it smooth. Wait. Let's make this smooth by adding few more keys. Let's edit only the red one for now and add another key. Maybe a shape like this would be alright. Right, this is X. Let's do the same to Y. Okay, now let's assign this and see how it looks in the game. So for that, we have to go to the gun. because that's where I am spawning the particles based on the hit surface. We are using the previous PS blood, so I'll assign this NS blood, the newly created one, and let's see how it looks with only with this material, this module. Okay, only with this it's not good enough. Let me slow down and check. Okay. So now let's add few other modules. This time let's add the same omnidirect. No, let's add this directional burst. I'll make this velocity cone axis Z1, so it will shoot upward. And reduce the speed because it should align with the enlargement of these other red sprites, blood sprites. So something like maybe 150 to 250 would be alright. Let's increase this cone angle. These particles also should seem like part of these red sprites, and the edges don't match. Maybe we should reduce the scale of this a little bit, 30 to 50. And this also needs to be red. And it there looks brighter. That's because of the material. We can work on that later. Let's get the we have this material and this is additive, so that's why it doesn't get darker. Let me copy this material to our blood, folder, I copied, right, didn't move. Right, now I'll name this blood drop. And change the material domain to translucent and default light. Set the base color from particle color. I don't think we need an emissive color here, so let's disable that. Right, now let's assign this material blood drop for this. Now it looks too dark. Okay, now it matches. Okay, now let's see how it looks. It looks alright. Let's do some modifications here. Minimum size to 1 and 2 to get some variations. Okay, I think this looks good enough. Oh, one more thing. Let's randomize this count and change it something in between 30 and 60, so it wouldn't look same always. Okay, and one more thing, we have that decal placed on this bullet hip body. No, it's the sound. Maybe we don't need that decal. When the bullet hit on flesh, we might need another decal. So yeah, let's resolve that in another day. So as a quick solution, we can do this. If this surface type is not equal to flesh, we can add a branch here. If it is equal to flesh, we should not spawn the decal. Otherwise we get that ugly decal on the character body. They are not really attached to the body as well. So we actually need something like flesh wounds or blood decals attached to the body, but I am not going to do that right now. Right. So alright, so in the next step I am going to work on when this blood droplets hit on the ground, I am going to spawn some blood splatters on the ground, so that when the character get hit, there will be blood on the ground too. So let's look into that in the next episode. For that, we need to find a way to bind and export events from Niagara particle system into the character blueprint to spawn the decal.